Good evening. Maple Flag is underway at Four Wing Cold Lake. Nearly 1,100 Canadian and international military personnel are calling the area home until the end of June. Clayton Brown introduces us to the Colombian Air Force, marking the country's first trip to Four Wing and Maple Flag.
For many countries, it's just another year at Maple Flag, but for the 120 military members of the Colombian Air Force, being able to take part in one of the largest air combat exercises in the world is an absolute thrill.
That's something very special for us, and we're trying to take the maximum we can of that experience, learn a lot of things, and at the same time teach things to our fellow servicemen.
Huge and impressive experience being here with other fighters like F-18, F-16, and with the Hercules and other aircrafts that usually we don't fly in Colombia.
Maple Flag 46 is actually one of the very few training exercises the Colombian Air Force has gone to outside their country, making the experience that much more important.
This way we're globalizing the way we do things back home and be better as an Air Force, as a whole Air Force.
The learning curve has been great due to the differences between the traditional missions flown at Maple Flag and the typical missions the Colombians experience back home.
In Colombia, we do a mission to support our troops around our country in the jungle or in the east and the south.
We almost fly 3 or 4 times per week, real missions against guerrillas and narco-traffic organizations.
Giving different experiences and tactics to share at Maple Flag. At Four Wing Cold Lake, Clayton Brown, Newcap News.
It's something no parent wants to deal with, a child that needs constant medical attention. But for one local family, this is their reality. Their 7-year-old son is dealing with several genetic conditions. And in this week's Healthy Living, we take a look at the family's struggles and how they are pushing through.
Amy Eaton's 7-year-old son, Doug, was diagnosed with cerebral palsy, scoliosis, and X-linked hydrocephalus.
The X-linked is a female chromosome deficiency. Basically, there's 2 genes. He's got 1.5 of 2 genes missing off the female chromosome line.
Doug is unable to talk, walk without wheels, and is fed through his stomach with a tube. He is currently in the Stollery Children's Hospital in Edmonton.
His mentality is that of about 16 months old, but he's in a 7.5-year-old body.
Doug's medical expenses plus traveling back and forth to Edmonton has taken a financial drain on Amy and her family, so her coworker decided to host a barbecue fundraiser for Doug a couple of weeks ago.
He's definitely a happy-go-lucky kid. Every time I see him, he's smiling.
It's a tear between, living in Edmonton with Doug in the hospital or being at home with the other 2 girls and my fiance. So, it was wonderful knowing that Peterbilt and Krystal, got together and decided that, this would be a great way to help us out.
Cash donations are being accepted at Peterbilt on behalf of Amy Eaton. Jack Kemp School, where Doug is in grade 2, will also be having a fundraiser for him. You can visit or call the school for more information. Amy hopes for Doug to get better and come home soon.
In the end, it's community, it's family, whether you're blood related or not. Peterbilt's been awesome. They're based around family.
Some residents of Lloydminster are dealing with the aftermath of a storm that hit our region almost 2 weeks ago. While many vehicles sustained hail damage, one family was hit hard when their basement suite flooded, leaving them homeless. Like many newcomers to Lloydminster, this family of 3 is having a hard time finding another home.
Right now we are living in hotels and searching for a home to live, but either there's barely nothing available to rent. If it is, it's either no kids, like it's just adult only, or it's too expensive.
Searching for a suitable place to live for her family, she says she feels hopeless.
Right now staying in a hotel is very difficult for us and our son. It's tiring, it's exhausting, emotionally, physical. We try every day. We're on the phone, Kijiji, walking, just asking anyone possible.
Her husband Dan has been missing work in an effort to find his wife and son a more permanent living situation.
He knows something is up, you know. They're not that oblivious, you know. But yeah, he's adapting, so that's what we do, unfortunately.
He says they will continue to look for a place to live. In the meantime, the family is staying at a local motel. If someone is able to assist the family, you can reach them at 780-872-0064. If you're a business looking for a supplier, sometimes it's tough competing with the oil and gas sector. That's why representatives from 10 of Saskatchewan's crown corporations were in the border city this morning to talk face-to-face with local vendors.
We are hoping to show some diversification for the local businesses to not just be in oil and gas. Some of these are bigger crown corporations that are major utility providers in the province.
Sask Power was one of the corporations in attendance. The manager of procurement says due to the competitive market right now in the province, Sask Power is looking for a variety of skill sets.
From boilers and pressure vacs to hydrovacs to drilling, all the way to software services such as engineering consulting, to advertising, media. So we've got a huge range of commodity groupings that we're after.
For local businesses, the open house is a way to sell products and services to purchasers.
We find it's a good way, instead of doing a cold call for businesses, it's not intimidating, it's a one-on-one environment.
The Corporate Procurement Committee holds 4 of these events a year throughout Saskatchewan. To Ag News now, the seeding season is just about over. Saskatchewan farmers still have a little bit of work left to do, while some producers in Alberta have completely seeded their crop. Cal Gallagher explains in this week's Ag Report.
According to the latest weekly crop report, 83% of the 2013 crop has already been planted in Saskatchewan. Things are looking even better in Alberta.
It's been a good spring. We haven't had any rain delays really.
Some area farmers have already wrapped up their seeding for the season.
We're finished seeding, and you know, we're into June here now, so it's a good time to be done. There's still some people maybe putting some feed in and stuff.
Despite a slightly delayed start, Farcash credits advancements in farming equipment as a big reason most producers were able to keep up with their seeding.
We have great equipment to work with, and we're so privileged to operate with the type of stuff that we operate with, and so we get the job done.
This has allowed most farmers to stick with what they prefer.
We've kind of stayed with the wheat canola rotation. We like that.
Farcash has been farming his whole life and feels it's a great time to be working in agriculture.
The prices are still good. We, in the last few years, have seen great prices. So we've never had it so good. All my years of farming, I've never really had it this good. So lots to be thankful for.
Kyle Gallagher, Newcap News.